Alright, people of the world, this is GTAraj and I welcome you back to the channel once again. Tonight, we are rocking out with Forza Horizon 5. Not the most reliable racing game in the world, but it has something in it that's a little bit near and dear to my heart. And that would be Back to the Future. Also with a bit of Knight Rider thrown in there, but tonight our focus is going to be on the Delorean. Now, if you've already seen my video on the topic, you'll know what a kind of powerhouse the Part 3 car is. Especially when you go out your way to slap a turbo on it. However, what we're going to do is we're going to tackle some of the new races. And try our best to use the Delorean time machine. Now, okay, let's do it. It's a cross country. Can we take the DeLorean cross country? I'm under the impression that we can. I'm very much under the impression that we can. Now keep it in mind, the last time I played this was for my video on the Universal Pack. So, yeah. Well, I've jumped on and off again from there on out. Wow. I've jumped on and off again from then. Like, I jumped back on today to claim in-game rewards. Because what I did is I ended up getting what was it? The premium version of Horizon 5 when it went on sale, and I gave you a whole boatload of wheel spins, and you actually get gifted wheel spins every so often, or gifted super wheel spins every so often. So that has been very handy in the long run. It means you can sit on your ass and yeah. So yeah, I did make this into a bit of a racer. It's a slippery racer for sure. But I refuse to switch out the white wall tires. I refuse to switch it out. Simply down to the fact I like the aesthetic of this car to the point that I don't want to switch it out. I would rather take the slipperiness for the aesthetics. I give up a lot of grip for these aesthetics. I only wish they would offer vintage tire compound as an option for this, which kind of partially had white wall tires. Why was that such a slow start? Wait, that's a long ass drift. Drift zone. Oh yes, handbrake drifting. Let's go, boys. Yeah, no, we're gonna go off the course in a second. But no, my intention strictly for this tonight is to take this car and just do what I can with it in races. But also trying to do this charity might have been a huge ass mistake, to be honest. But we'll see in the long run. We will see. Come on. Did I remember put my link out correctly? I have an astonishingly bad habit of not doing that. Did I? There we go. Yeah, I don't feel like doing the drifting stuff. There's no need. That wasn't drift. Quite. But no, it's been a while since I've sat down and properly played Horizon 5. It is nice to just drive in this game. It's when you get right down to it, when you just sit here and drive in Horizon 5, it's a lot better than the racing. Well, for the most part anyway. Because if you're trying to race against the computer and the game actively doesn't want you to, which is why they have the online event stuff. Ah, crap. Yeah, let's slide it around. There we go. Where the game actively doesn't want you to play solo. It actually forces it tries to force good rewards onto you for playing against people online, which is why online is the default for this game. They want to try and win you away from that. But that's just another way of them trying to keep control and not having to correctly develop certain aspects of this game. That's just my working theory on it. Going by how bad the AI is in general, and then they have to rely on rubber banding to keep an advantage over the player. Like, all the drivers, right? They all sit in formation. They're all in this formation. They're all taking the same line. They're all take the same line in game. Same kind of driving line. They don't deviate from it. And it's interesting to see this because that's kind of not how this style of racing would be. So for instance, if you're doing Formula 1, then it's all like formation racing. So you're on this one formation and it's up to you to try and overtake and then keep formation and keep ahead. So yeah, because they do that in this, their style doesn't change. You can't really tell that you're driving against a rookie driver. So if I go ahead and if I were to go from where's my if I take my driver tower difficulty down to tourist, new racer, novice, or average, above average, highly skilled, expert, they're all the same. The only thing, and I've shown this off before on stream a long time ago, the only thing that differentiates them is the vehicle that they're driving. Actually, not even that. It's the power of the vehicle in general. So if you put it to max difficulty, they're gonna shoot off the line very fast. They're going to have that advantage over you. Whereas if you're on like tourist or novice, rookie, etc., then the power will dictate that, not necessarily the driving skill of the computer. And it's insane. Oh, there's a juggernaut. Ooh. And I don't agree with how that. I don't agree with the developers on going that route with it. It is not a great route to do that. But they'd have to code AI for each and every single kind of difficulty in this game. They'd have to find a way to do it. Like, unbeatable would have to take all the perfect corners and everything. Alright, what do we do here? Well, 5 miles. I mean, to be fair, we're in a B-class off-roader. So let's do that. We can actually take this Delorean into a race. It doesn't mean to say we're going to do good. In fact, I guarantee we're not going to do good. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. La 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 la. Sorry, I forgot to tell some people I was streaming. Okay, off-roading with an off-roader. 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. Wow, we're against another Part 3 car. Woo! I have the advantage, boys. I no longer have the advantage because they're clearly doing a lot. Wow, they're near the 200 on a B class. I should have engine swapped this. I don't have a 7th gear, or else I went to it already. I'm being held back. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. He's tipping! Oh, this is actually a great race. I don't approve of the rubber banding because that 3-wheeler should not be going that quick. I don't even think its engine can do that. Mr. Bean would be proud of me for that. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, we've actually done this course before a long time ago. No, I should mention none of these vehicles are designed for this except for this one. That's insane. Yeah, like I said, there's no skill involved with this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no. We're gonna engine swap this. I think, anyway. But no, the Delorean doesn't have the top speed for this, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to do some kichiggering to get it done. So we're going to spend the money, and then we're going to upgrade this thing a little bit. Like, we're at a neutral ground for this car in terms of overall performance. So there, in theory, there shouldn't be anything to actually worry about. Have we engine swapped this before? We actually haven't. That's interesting. So we'd go up to 500 horsepower if we put a V10 in this. Oh, we could put a V8 racing engine in it. Ooh, we'd get a lot more torque, but a lot more slippage if we did this. Let's do this. Does our turbo still stay installed? No, it doesn't. That's just sad. That is sad! I think I'll take this. Oh, that's even worse, man. I just... Oh, never mind, never mind. Our brakes and wheels all still stay the same. Our settings don't change. But what does change is like our flywheel gets uninstalled and all that. Let's put some better rods on this. I will put some better rods on. Yeah, do I want to change? I'll put a better filler on. That's the least I can do. Our handling is still at 3.4 though. That's just insane. So we went up from 386 horsepower to 535. We're also only a little bit heavier, but we also have an assload more torque. So we're gonna be shooting around some corners real quick. And this is still a B class. This should be interesting. I will have to rearrange my gears for this, but that's fine by me. I don't necessarily. Did my race disappear? My race disappeared. Why? I mean, that's cross country. Oh, there's a couple here I haven't done. Yeah, these tires are not very good for stopping this car. What is our new top speed? Our top speed is actually worse than last time. What I will have to do at this point is tune the car. I honestly could have put a roll cage in this, but nah, there's no need. So 133 is that max right now. 171. Bring these down. That should be good enough, right? Move to roll bar. My springs will. That should be fine. We should honestly get a better contact patch now with this. Ha! This is interesting. This is done a very interesting way. Did I remember to install the thicker tires? The thicker tire width, I should say. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the gears a little bit more. Because those other guys were doing closer to 200 going down those hills. So I want to make sure I can do that as well. Yeah, 176. Anti-roll's good. Springs should be good. I mean, I could crank that. Our def, let's bring deceleration down a little bit. That should help. That should help a little bit. Woo! How dare he crash into me like that? That is an insult. That is such an insult, I will not be standing by it. This is such a powerful B-class. Huh. But now, here's where we get to a very nice issue. We're just going to teleport the race. I'm not doing that entire twisty section. There's no need for me to do that. There was never a need for me to do that. Like, at all. Uh... La 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 la. I need a drink. I'm going to drink some Iron Brew. The drink of champions. One other thing I should mention. Yeah, let's do this one again. Part 3 DeLorean. It's got a racing V something or other in it. No, it's a V8 is in this, making 500 foot-pounds torque. This is my favorite DeLorean. I know it can't fly, unfortunately. They never fixed that in the franchise. But out of all the designs, it's aesthetically the nicest. Do we get to race another DeLorean? Oh yeah, no, they've got cracked Woo! Get out of here, boy. Oh no! Checkpoint! God damn it. God damn it. God damn it! That was fun! We tipped over the car that Mr. Bean's Mini keeps crashing into. That Fort Anglia, though. Oh, this game definitely does cheat, and you can't convince me otherwise. Woo! I'm gonna crank this up a little bit so people can actually hear the engine noises and that. Hopefully they can. I'm gonna be very quiet during this because I need to concentrate. Yeah, no, they are cheap. It's just pure and simple. When you see them use vehicles like the Morgan three-wheeler and that freaking super van, not super van, the three-wheel van from Mr. Bean, and they're able to drive with more grip than I do, or than I can, you know there's something wrong with the game. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a big reason why they do this. It doesn't matter how you slice the cake, it is not a good reason. Like, at all. It's just sheer incompetence. Oh, Delorean can wheelie though. That's something. What's out front? What's out front? A Morris Minor? In first place? Holy! Yeah, you don't buy this game to do racing. Their racing's not good. Very inaccurate. If you want to play a racing game, you play Gran Turismo. If you want to play a racing game that constantly cheats in your face, you play Forza. Or at least Playground Games is Forza. Classic Forza wasn't like this. They actually had a CPU that didn't cheat his ass off. Because that is a Morris Minor up front. Boy! This is what happens when you include retro vehicles in a game like this. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to switch vehicles. We have to switch vehicles to something else. Because if you even think of going against the game's recommended, it will punish. Actually, not even that. The way they... Horizon's done this for a while, and it is disgusting. Essentially what they do is they put you up against vehicles of the same year. 9 times out of 10. There's been one or two occasions, not very many, but one or two occasions where I've came across a period, a kind of genre correct vehicle, and the way that is nice when it happens, but 9 times out of 10, if I pick a 1982, a 1981, 1982 DeLorean, 1981, whatever year the DeLorean came out, if I pick a DeLorean, I'm going to be racing against vehicles from that era. That is not how you do it! How do you get so brain dead? God! I'm just going to go through my collection here. Let's go. A Pontiac. Let's take Cat. Let's take Cat for a spin. He's not exactly an off-roader, but he'll do. Here's the thing. If I pick an A class to do a race in, I would like to race against A classes of the genre that I'm racing in. I want to race against A-class off-roaders, not A-class Morris Miners with dodgy handling setups that make it overpowered for what it's doing. That's insane. In this case, I don't think... What are we racing against anyway? Oh, other Knight Rider vehicles and... Interesting. Oh, we're racing against a Viper. Why on God's green earth would that be a thing here? I already know I have 7 gears, I'm good. Yeah, restart. That one was my fault, I didn't turn it correctly. Like I said, why on God's green earth would you do it like that? Why would you pick era specific vehicles for me to race against? That is not how you do it. And it takes away from what Forza used to do. There's no 90s Corvette. There's like a Crown Victoria or something. Oh, I was too fat. What? Okay. Wait, how the hell was that dude able to turn corners so quick? I would have to slow down and then risk a lot of things. At least my suspension's not bottoming out though. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Oh, that's where Forza gets you, unfortunately, in this modern day and age. They push you so hard into playing online that they don't even put time into their goddamn AI for their games, or even how they conduct single-player races. That's not a good corner. This track design is interesting. Nah. This track ain't it for Kit. He's not... I didn't make an off-roader profile for him. But that's the thing. To make up for the lack of AI, they just make everything broken. It is not a game you want to play to race in. Like, okay, Forza actively markets itself. Let's go full screen for this one. There we go. Forza actively markets itself as a racing game, but the racing in the game itself in a single player capacity is so broken and just not done in a very good manner that you're kind of forced into playing with other people, so you don't have to deal with these AI racers that not only are so broken at every difficulty level. Ah. Yeah, they're not only so broken at every difficulty level, it makes them difficult to race against. Like, come on now. If you're driving at a tourist level, the vehicles are going to be the same as what you would normally drive against if you were playing expert, except the power from that vehicle is not going to be as good, but the driving style is still going to be the same. That's the thing I've noticed. The difficulty levels don't change much except for the power and the custom profile that the AI racers use. They're all the same. All the racers are still the same. They really are, and it is terrible. It's not a way you should be marketing this game. There's not even it shouldn't even be in the game like that. There we go. Look at this guy just sliding past. That's a rubber banding in effect. Because we know he's not as fast. And I have the grippiest tires in the game right now on kit. And even it couldn't take that, but we need off-roading tires for it. But that's fine. But the sheer speed boost he got for going around that corner is nuts. And we already saw that those cars aren't as fast as I am. That is already a proven fact. And here they are, slingshotting ahead like it's nothing. That downward slope at the start is a very good test of speed. And I annihilated almost all of them. Now I say almost all of them simply down to the fact that we slept up a little bit, which is my fault. But we've done retries before where we were able to get into first just on that slope. Everyone else was driving virtually the same. Like I said, they're all keeping formation. They go into a formation and they try not to. They stay in it until they try to overtake. Look at this dude over here. What is that? Is in first? You're not that fast. So 99 Viper? You should have crashed already. It doesn't matter what tires you put on that car or what system you put into that car to make it good at handling. The Viper from 93 and 99 will never be good at braking or cornering. You will flip and you will crash. That's a proven fact, because the Viper's actually killed a fair amount of people. Yeah, fuck that. The Dodge Viper is aesthetically beautiful as a car, but it drives like crap. It has killed people just because it has these defects on them. That has been that is recorded and it has been proven. Yeah, look at that, we're annihilating everybody. Ah! Fuck your checkpoints! That's not how they work in a real race! What the fuck, Playground Games? Are you retarded? Were you dropped on your head when you were born? Who thought that was a good idea? Actually, whoever let Playground Games take over from Turn 10 Studios, holy crap! Where you dropped on your head as a child. Holy. My brother in Christ, that Viper is not that fast. And I can prove that. I can actively prove that by making a 99 Viper at the same performance index, and it will not perform nearly as good. That is godlike handling! I just have to reset until I get that turned down correctly. There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness. Now keep it in mind, none of these vehicles are set up to be off-roaders. None of them. The off-roaders only come in if you yourself are using an off-roader. That's kind of how they get you with it. The way that it works out is when they bring in, when a vehicle is spawned in, it's given a performance profile. I believe it's just for power and handling. You're not getting the same kind of performance an actual off-roader would give you from those vehicles. They are actually more prone to mistakes. But as you've seen, these Vipers are not making any mistakes. Like, look at them. They're driving as if they're on tarmac. And keep it in mind, I have the best racing tires for grip in the game. Right now. Best racing tires. Now, before some retard goes off on me and like, you're not using off-road tires. I know I'm not using off-road tires. I'm specifically talking about grip. Where's my closest house? And just to prove a point, I will make Kit into an off-roader. Except I won't be giving him a Volkswagen engine. Like I keep saying, this game is not made... You don't go into this game and play it as a racer. You go in and you do the fun stuff. Like, the showcase events. Maybe we could put the SPM body count on him. Not doing that though. We are still all-wheel drive. Have I changed the engine? I have not. I don't intend on it. We want an off-road diff. Let's put that there roll cage on him. He looks ugly as hell without a roll cage. Or with a roll cage, I should say. Yeah, I have the thickest tires on this car. But we are going off-roading. Yeah. We are giving Kit the biggest chance here to do something with this. I don't better material. We could put drag tire compound on him. That would make no sense. Yeah, we're Gucci right here. That's fine. We've lost a lot of weight on the car, but that's all right. I honestly don't mind. It's an off-roader. A very powerful off-roader of that. Cause that's one for there was a version of Kit that was what was that, a Dune and Buggy engine and Volkswagen under Dune and Buggy engine. It was basically an off-roader. There we go. So even with off-roading tires, he's still able to maneuver correctly on the road. Which is good. So we're going to go off-road a second and have a little bit of fun. Oh, never mind. We'll actually... It's been almost an hour. There's very... When you get into racing in Forza, there's very few configs that will actually work against the AI correctly. Or work against the computer correctly. So, current car, kit, 1982 Pontiac Trans Am. He's got off-road tires. He's got an off-roading differential. He's got off-roading suspension. And that's really it. Oh, weight reduction and a roll cage. The roll cage will make him more sturdy and less prone to being a slippery gibbon. But yeah. I could do the same thing with the Part 3 Delorean, but I'm not changing the white wall tires. But this is all just to prove a point. This is all just to prove a point. Oh, bro, just stalled his car. Whoa! I'm getting ridden. Yeah, I missed checkpoint. I hate checkpoints! They keep track of when you cross the line, or when you cross that particular section of track. They're not a goal. Even if you miss like a checkpoint, I don't think they're penalized that bad. There we go. I mean, I could do this with the Part 2 DeLorean. Because the changes aren't very noticeable when you come to the tires. Oh, hi there. Oh. Hey. Like I said, I proved I was faster than them. And I set out to prove that, and I did. Yeah, as you can see with the ones sliding around, they're not actually equipped. Go suck a cock. If Forza Horizon 6 ever gets a release, they should ditch the checkpoints. And they should actually put time and effort into making sure the game's better than the last one. Yeah, look at that, I'm faster than them. Let's go, boys! Yeah, there's no way they were making that. There would be no way in hell that Viper actually wins. It's too slippery. You son of a bitch! Second! Fuck off! Fuck off! That's not how that happened! I hate this. I hate this with a fucking passion. Those brain-dead retards! Of course I want to restart the event. I'm not letting some fucking retarded developer beat me down like this. If you're going to make a racing game with that many difficulty options, at least make an AI for each one. There we go. Natural superiority. This is what happens when you drive a car that's suited for this. It goes to show that outside of the car that I was driving, it was rigged. Because those cars were not set up for that. We got to see that with our Regal. The Regal was slipping all over the place. Why? because it didn't have the correct tires and the correct bits on it for that race. Now we saw the same kind of shenanigans happening when I was driving the Part 3 Delorean, because I was using stock 1950s white wall tires. The grip and handling just wasn't there for off-roading, and basically I was slippery. All those other cars were slippery as well. I'll take the Part 1 car and I'll put off-roading tires on it. So now we can actually take the DeLorean off-roading. I don't recommend doing that with the DeLorean, by the way. It's a bit of a waste, isn't it? Oh, we have a roll cage already? We have weight reduction already? Gorgeous. I think I'll just change my differential, thank you. And I will change my tires to be off-roading tires. I'm in the wrong section for tires. Off-roading race compound. Oh, that's just upgraded us to S-Class. That's not good. That means we will be driving against other S-Class vehicles. So I'm going to have to take off my thicker tires. Just double checking before I go through with this. Yeah, let's bug it out a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So I don't have to change my gears. Everything's fine. Everything's all set up. So we're going to do an off-road race again with the DeLorean. Whee! We're already set up for it too, so that's fine. Question is, why can I not hear my game correctly? There we go. I'm not going to be nearly as fast as Kit, but it'll do. Okay, there should be a bit of off-roading nearby. Off-roading to the future. Let's go. Some off-roading adventure this is. I may have to change my gearing just a little bit, but that's fine. Hey! This is totally not Top Burn approved, by the way. He would not approve of what I'm doing with his car. Well, not his car, this is a replica. Okay. World map. Let's do... Oh, wait, circuit race? Wait, there's a bunch of these off-roading races that I haven't done yet. Or that I have done, but I failed them spectacularly. But before I get into all that, I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you are, feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Let's do this. Some of these off-roading races are just so interesting. I have a feeling I might want to change up gear 2 a little bit. Let's do that. That's a more natural gear curve. Let's try that. Let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. Gear 3, 128 miles per hour. Oh, wait a minute. I've screwed up the gears. I screwed up my gears. Sorry. There we go. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. Now keep it in mind, I could just teleport to this place, but it's not worth the money to do that. Plus we have an off-roading time machine, so what's the point? We have a circus performing off-roading time machine. Alright, let's park on up and do this. I forgot about that sexy decal. Don't question it. It's not often you can actually find a sexy decal on this. La 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 la. Look at this lineup! What is that? You're winning easily? I'm not fucking winning easily. What's in the grid? What's the grid? A DS23, a 91 Toyota Serra, Myers-Manx, Modix Minor, PLP50, an AMC Gremlin, 2 Ford Anglias, a Reliant Supervan, and a Renault 4L from 1968. Okay! I have no words. Look at their acceleration now. Look at that. That's cheating. Oh, he's tipping. He's tipping. He's tipping. Wow. Get fucked. I refuse to take the off-roader off-roading. Okay, restart. That was a bit much. That was a little bit much. I don't know how the other cars are doing it. Oh, they went around me. What? There's no way they should have the acceleration. I can see from here that they don't even have the tires. Okay, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. We should be able to see from their tires. Yeah. No, those are they're not stock, are they? Effects. Focus. Are they dirt tires? They might be. That is a great shot. They're very different from mine. No, those are stock tires, I think. Are they? They appear to all be using stock tires. Pattern's a little bit dodgy, but that's whatever. Oh god, I'm not trying to take a picture. No, they're all using the same kind of tire compound, and they look nothing like off-roading tires or duck tires. So, motherfucker! I took a picture. I took a picture at the wrong time. You can clearly see my tires are designed for this. Theirs are not. They're all using stock tires. Woo! Yeah, when they're driving around corners, they're doing it perfectly. Following the race line and everything. Wait, why didn't my brakes trigger? What is my right height? My right height's max. But I'm gonna fuck with some of the suspension a little bit. Braking is fine. Anti-roll bars. Keep it a bit stiffer. Tires. Whoa. Hey, buddy. We're getting a contact patch in one way or another. There's no way any of them should be doing over 100 right now. Whee! Woo! Yeah, that Myers Manx is not that powerful, I can tell you that much. Woo! There we go! That one was actually a little bit more simpler. So if you want to break the rubber banding, kind of, you have to get in first, and it's notoriously difficult to do so. I'm surprised the Reliant Supervan isn't higher up. It's interesting. I have my super powerful off-roading Delorean. Off-roading to the future. I'm level up again. Wow, my level was actually 88. I didn't realize that. Or, this game's equivalent of a prestige 88. But, no, this game is very much broken. I had to fix that gear. Holy. Do this. Do this. This should be fine. Uh-huh. Wait, do we have 7 gears? No, 6. Okay, what else do we have to do off-roading wise? Oh, this one. So this is what the stream is generally going to be. This might just be the last one as well, depending on. It would have been a lot longer an hour. But ain't no way, man! To be fair now, I was a little bit late at starting the stream. Oh, I were a little bit busy. I do need to check something. But no, this is largely been me raging. That Reliant Supervan is insane. That Morris Minor shouldn't be doing that. Woo! I'm coming for you! Get out of my position, you cheating fucker! And this is a progress race too. That could have cost me the race doing that, holy. But no, there should have been a bigger there should have been a much bigger gap than this. There really should have been. Considering what the DS3 is like and all the other shit, it's insane. Ah, we got accolade though. What's my accolade? Cross country racing. Karate. Right. There's a few more. What I might just do is do like a wrap up stream. Where I tie up some of these other bits and bobs, so to speak. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to chill. Let's do this. Let's that is actually a nice effect, not gonna lie. Exposure. That should do it. New thumbnail coming up, boys. But no, this has actually been very interesting for me, personally. The reason I say that is because you kind of get to see how Forza kind of does this thing. What I've been meaning to do is do like a week of Forza. You know that show that I used to do? Where I play a game franchise for a week that has like 5 or more titles in it. What? And essentially the goal is to pick 5 different games from that franchise and play them. I would... If I can get my Xbox Crystal back, I would go out and buy a copy of Forza Motorsport. And then get Motorsport 2 again and set up my 360 and do that. So do Forza Motorsport, Motorsport 2, Motorsport 4, Horizon 1, and Horizon 5. It's like a week of Forza. And the goal there is to show off just how far the Forza Motorsport the Forza franchise has fallen since its initial days. Because this is not on. I personally don't recall Forza using rubber banding as a way of, well, as a way of boosting the difficulty of the video game. I've just never saw it like that. I've never thought to myself I've never thought of anything like that, like, in all honesty. If I were to get balls deep into Forza Horizon 6, they would need to have a different AI for each difficulty. Like, you can do whatever you want for the highest difficulty. But for, like, the difficulty that I'm on, which is not above average, it's the next one up, highly skilled, they would have to take some cornering risks, they'd have to take some braking risks, they'd have to try and do some tricky maneuvers, whilst the highest difficulty does everything almost perfectly and you have to outmatch them in terms of driving skill. They also need to change how cars go against one another. I'll take my buds out for a second. And we'll not about that. Because back in the day, it was class-based. So, if you got an S1, if you modified a vehicle to be S1, you would be driving against natural S1 class vehicles. So you would be driving against if you modified this Delorean here to be S1, you would then have to race against cars like a Celine S7 or a McLaren P1, anything like that. But no, they've went and changed it so that it's largely year-based. And as we also got to see, they're not equipped. I actually, because they were turning so good, I thought they had off-roading tires and springs and all that on. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Because the tire tread for the tires will remain the same throughout all the cars that you equip off-roading tires to. So if you give this DeLorean off-roading tires, and then give those off-roading tires to another vehicle, or equip off-roading tires to another vehicle, the tire tread on them will be the same. Regardless, the tire tread doesn't change. And what we got to see was because this car's special, it doesn't have the same kind of tire tread on it. But what we got to see on the other vehicles is the default tires, which leads me to believe that what is going on is a custom power profile for the vehicle. So the engine is being tuned to give them more torque, and they've also got that rubber banding the rubber banding is infamous, and a lot of the fan base, especially on the PC side, they don't like it. They do not like it. And I was hoping there'd be like a mod tool or something that could help with that, like help remove the rubber banding or make it less likely to happen. Because it is ridiculous. The rubber banding plus the weather was really my only big gripes. Well, my gripes in Forza Horizon 4 carried over to 5, but they no longer include snow because they've actually done a very good job with the weather system in this. Except for photo mode. Photo mode is hit or miss. We're in it right now. and we can tinker with a lot of settings. However, we do not get to tinker with those same kind of settings if we go into photo mode at our house. We specifically cannot change the time of day, and I believe the weather. We can't change the weather, and we cannot change the time of day. I don't know why that restriction is in place, because 9 times out of 10, when you're going to Forza Vista your car, you want to look around it, and you can't see for squat. 9 times out of 10, when you go to Forza Vista your car, it's nighttime. Surprisingly, there's not much daytime in this. Each time I've played recently, 9 times out of 10 has been nighttime. And I've said this since Forza Horizon 4. What I would like to see is you being able to pick a server that you can join based on time of day, based on the weather. The weather section's not actually that important anymore. That was more akin to Horizon 4. In Horizon 4, there's a good chance that whenever you went into the game, you would come across snowy weather. And then you'd have to reconfigure your vehicle to run on snow tires. You'd have to reconfigure the suspension, all that, to make it work on the snowy and icy roads. And it was a pain. The snow was beautiful, but it was a pain to reconfigure your vehicle for those conditions, because there was a lot of chance of it happening. Which Horizon 4 takes place in Scotland. We actually don't get that much snow. If we got that much snow in Scotland, especially Edinburgh, to the same degree that it was shown in Horizon 4, oh my god. There'd be people saying, oh my god, the world's ending. You'd awaken those people. It just doesn't happen. We don't get much of it. But, let me grab a drink real quick. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'll drink my caffeine drink then. But no, like I've said, if you could play on a Horizon server that is to your liking, as in you can pick the weather, you can pick strict weather conditions that run all the time. That brings me on to my other grade, which is street races. Street races in the Horizon games are just terrible. Like all they are nighttime sprint races and circuit races, because you've been told that they're not actually part of Horizon. There's actually a bigger risk versus reward, which is baloney. They're unsanctioned races, and when I don't get the whole nighttime thing, because you can do races at nighttime as well if you wanted to, I think. Actually, the street races are like the only nighttime ones outside of like special story stuff. That's whatever. If you want to expect something from Horizon 6, expect IGN's review, which is an overview disguised as a review. They're terrible for it. Like, oh my god, that's expansive, it's big, it's beautiful, there's lots to do, there's online, lots of cars, just like in the last game. That isn't a review, that's just an overview of the game in general. But you'd expect that. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try and get my OG Xbox back. It's at my dad's right now, and basically, if I can get that back, or what am I thinking? I could just set up the 360. It's fine. I could just set up my 360 and have a good time with one 4 Horizon 1, Horizon 5. Or no, Motorsport 2 is a bit of a leap as well because that was on 360. So 1, 2, 4, FH1, FH5. That's what I think I would do for a Forza week on the channel. Horizon 2, 3, 4, pointless. Motorsport 3 is kind of pointless. But anyway, if you've enjoyed yourself, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell, click the join button to be a channel member if you haven't done so already. You get exclusive content, you get early access to content, and so much more. Affiliate links are also in the description as well. So code GTARaj at checkout using the links also helps support the channel in that way too. Tomorrow, League of Legends. Friday, League of Legends. And that'll be our week. So thank you all for joining. As always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all again